myself supreme. I'm a light. Myself supreme. Hail, hail to the I Self Supreme, Primal Light. Hail, hail to the I Self Supreme, Primal Light. Hail, hail to all the I and I selves in all forms. Hail to all the I and I selves wearing bodies and do not know that all is oneself. Hail, hail to the I Self Supreme Primal Light, the one true light, the one and only self. I Self Supreme Primal Light exist alone. I Self Supreme Primal Light alone exist. Hail, 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 hail to the I Self Supreme Primal Light. Primal Light. Primal Light. Myself Supreme. Primal Light. Myself Supreme. I am that I am. Myself Supreme. I am that has no name. I am that I am. I am that can't be explained. I am that I am. Say I was never born, so I can never die. I am deathless, formless, timeless, limitless, boundless. I am that I am, myself supreme. Thank you for joining the I Night. This blessed sunrise for sunrise self devotion. I want to give honor and reverence to the I Self, Supreme Primal Light, the one, only, true self, true light. I want to give honor and reverence to the light throughout the ages, the light without beginning nor end, the transparent light. This is not the light that is trying to deceive you and trick you. This is the light without beginning nor end. Know that the manifest, the light, the fragmented fractal light that we see, the sun that illuminates the world, and the sun that balances the world, they are the fragmented, shattered fractal light. They have a beginning and an end. So know that everything that you thought to be true and real, it is all false. You're about to have a rude awakening to the real and to the truth. The only way for the I and I to know truth is only through the I self. Because I want to emphasize that this is a dream. And all the I and I in this dream are sleeping. And your mind is dreaming and trance you in the dream. And it's time to wake up. I know many are saying they are awake and they are woke, and it's the woke culture. I have no idea what they are talking about. Because when I look, I see all sleeping ego false selves. So I have no idea. Yes, you are coming into a realization of what you are not. But you have not awakened. You are still sleeping. The only way that you can wake up is to discard the ego false self that you exist as. If you are still dwelling as the ego false self, know that you are still sleeping. You are not awake. If you do not know that you are inside of a dream, you are still sleeping. When you are sleeping, when you go to sleep in the night, or whenever, you are sleeping and you're dreaming. Do you know that you are inside of a dream? You do not know that. You think whatever is happening is real. The only time that you know is when you wake up. So the only way that you are going to know that you are inside of a dream, you must wake up. You have to wake up to know that you are inside of a dream. This is the message from the I Self, Supreme Primal Light, the one and only true light. And so, giving honor to the I and I self, the I and I fragmented, shattered self, which is the fragmented, shattered primal light self, the vibration that allows us to still the mind, to purify our energy, and to restore light, and to break up the magnetic energy that we are encased in, is the vibration ah so hum. And so it would be an honor if you join me in this vibration. Ah so hum. So we are going to put our hands in the self heart formation because we want this mind to know that we don't want to engage in the mind. We do not. Let me see if I can find these magnets. Hold on one second. We do not want to engage in the mind. We do not want to go looking at anything inside of this dream, right? We we want this mind to be still. If you do not know that the mind is the source of the problem, the mind is the source of your problem, you are still sleeping. You are still entranced in the stories of the mind. I want you to understand this. The mind is the ego. The mind has taken over and obscured the self and has created a false self. This is what everyone in the world exists as, the ego, false self. And so we have to come into this awareness, this realization that the problem that we're having stems from the mind. The thoughts, where does the thought arises from? When you are getting a thought, where is it arising from? You have to start inquiring into every thought. Don't act on every thought that comes to you. If a thought comes and say do this or do that, inquire. Why? Because in the fragmented, shattered self, the mind has obscured the self, and the mind is performing tasks, and the self is not taking precedence over the mind. The mind has taken precedent over the self. So the affirmation that you say is, mind, be still, be still, be still, be still. Mind, be still and know that I, the self, I am in command. I am in command. Now say that with me. I am in command. I am in command of the commandment, command. You are giving the mind a commandment. You're not negotiating. You are giving a command to the mind, which the mind must follow. The mind is the aspect of yourself that brings the things and manifests the things that you want. But when your mind is taking the command and you, the self, is not in command, this is the reason why many ones in the world, they are doing all of these things because their mind tell them to do this. Because the mind is sick, the ego. The mind, no, let me explain clearly. Know that the mind is the ego. So let's just call it the ego. The ego is telling you to do things, and you are following because you are not questioning why the ego is doing this. I want you to know this. This ego, this mind, it is not yourself. It is a dream creation. Anything that has been created inside of this dream will be dissolved. It must return to its ultimate true state. This is why I want you to chant with me. I am not this mind, this ego. I am not this body. Can you say that? I am not this mind, this ego. I am not this body. Right? Because many ones They are thinking that they are this mind, this ego. I am not this ego. You must come to this realization. So let's chant this. I will go first and you echo me. I am not this body. I am not this mind, this ego. I was never created. I was never born. This ego was created. This body was created. Now it's your turn. Now, this ego must die. This body must die. But I, the self, can never die. I am formless, timeless, deathless, limitless, boundless. Now it's your turn. You must remember this. So let's say that again. I was never born, so I can never die. Right? There is no reason to fear death. You are in command. Right now, you are in command. You have to take back your power, take precedent over the mind so that you can have your power back. The mind has taken your power away from you. You tell this mind that I am in command. Mind, be still. Be still. Be still. Be still. Now your turn. Mind, be still. Be still. Be still. Be still and know that I am in command. Now it's your turn. As I have commanded, so let it be. As I have commanded, so it is. Mind, be still. Be still. Be still. And know that I am in command. I am formless. I am deathless. I am timeless. I am limitless. I am boundless, mind. Mind, be still. Be still. Be still. Be still. So it is. So let it be. Now, we will say these affirmations to seal in what we have just affirmed within ourselves. I am not this body. This body was created to explore this dream existence. It is the vehicle that the I and I use to explore this dream existence. This ego is the dream creation, sleeping and dreaming. And it is what manifests inside of the dream. I am not this ego. I am not this mind. This mind is not in its true nature. The mind must return into being into its true nature. It must wake up from sleeping and dreaming and return to its ultimate true state. So this ego arises because the real consciousness is sleeping and dreaming, and the ego arises inside of the dream. So this is the why you are not the ego. It is a dream creation. The body is created inside of the dream. So anything that has been created inside of this dream is an illusion. So if you are attaching yourself to anything inside of this dream, know that you are attaching yourself to an illusion. The only thing in the dream that is real is the I self, called the soul. Because the I, baby self that animates the body, is also sleeping and entranced in the dream. This is the reason that I know that all the I and I's are sleeping and has not been awakened. If you do not know that you are inside of a dream, if you do not know that your soul is your real self and you must merge as one unified self with it, the I is still sleeping and entranced in the dream and being deceived by the I mind, the ego, and is still in the ego false self, wearing a mask and a disguise. It's time to take the mask, to remove the mask, to take off the cloak, the disguise that you are wearing. You are inside of a movie called the life movie, and you have taken on this form. You are wearing a disguise. You are wearing a cloak for the character that you are playing in the movie. And you think that you are this character that you are playing in the movie, but you are not. So you must self-inquire, who am I? Do not ask anything inside of the dream because it's an illusion. It's there to deceive you. You must call your soul and ask your soul. Your soul is yourself, your parent self. Ask the soul of light and of awareness. The soul knows. The teacher arises from the soul to answer your question. So what? The soul must be inside of this body with you. The soul cannot be anywhere. It cannot be with any gods, any deities, any ancestors. It must be you in the body for the teacher to rise from the soul to answer the I question and to make the I know truth. Yes? So, with that being said, I want you to say, I am in command of the commandment, command. And now I am making a commandment. I am commanding that the I self, the I real self, the soul, return back to this body. I command that the I, the teacher within the I self, arise to answer the I self-inquiry question. Who am I? Rise up and then make an alignment and a merger with this, the I, as one self, one unified self. I command that this mind be still. Mind, be still, be still, be still, and know that I, the self, is in command. You are my mind. I am the self. I give the commandment, and I say, mind, be still. Be still, be still, be still. Be still, and know that I am in command. And as I have commanded, So let it be. So it is. And now we will do these vibrations. The first vibration I want to show you is putting your tongue to the roof of your mouth, and you are going to do the vibration. Gonna close your ears. You're also going to close your eyes, and you're going to spiral the vibration around your body. All right, so let's close our ears. Oh, the technique that I want you to do is called pulling the mind out of the head, because the mind is magnet. It's not an electromagnet. It has no light, right? It has no electrons. This is just proton. The mind is just proton. It's magnet. Know that in the center of the eye chest, there is an electromagnet that is balanced, right? Electromagnet in the center of the chest, it's electromagnet. It's also, it have the electrons, the protons, and the neutrons. So it's a balanced self right in the center of the eye chest. It's an electromagnet. The electromagnet is here. So it's like, with the copper. So I can roll, because the copper and magnet produce electricity. So we can say, the magnet, here is the light. I'm wrapping some copper around it, so that just a representation that it's not just a pure magnet, but it's also the electromagnet. It's there in the center of your chest, and it is what holds the balance in the body. It's always holding the balance in the body, because the mind is always trying to make tricks. And so what you're going to do, you're going to pull the mind out of the head to bring it into that electromagnet, that self, the void. It's the void self that's there. It's the void self. See? The void is gonna clamp the mind and hold it. You want to visualize this. The self, the void, holding the mind in the center of your chest. You cannot do this yourself, because you see how hard it is for you to control your mind. This mind is wayward and rebellious. You cannot control this mind. You can give it command, tell it that you're in command, so that it can follow your commandment. The self, the void self in the center of your chest, is the self that is there to balance this mind for you. I know no one ever told you this, but here I am telling you now. You want to pull this mind out of the head, hold it down in here, because you don't want this mind to give you any visions and shows you things and all these things. Because people love to get into the dream and see these things. No. When you do that, you get distracted, and the self cannot rise up for you, because you're too busy into the dream, into visions, and all of these things that the mind is showing you. You want the mind to be still. Right? So this is what I want you to do. I want you to close your ears, visualize pulling the mind out of the head, holding it. The self, the void, is holding this mind here. It is the destiny of the void self to do this. Yes? This self is unmanifest, and it's here to do this for you. It's here in here. This is why it's not talking to you, because it have a destiny to purify this mind for you. All right? So allow the void to purify the mind for you. Okay? So we're going to close our ears, close our eyes, and visualize pulling the mind up, holding the mind here into the void. And the mind return to purity, return to light. And let's do the vibration. We'll spiral this vibration around the body 8 times. When you are on your own, you can do this as long as you want. On 1 hour, 2 hours, just keep going. But I am just doing this for this purpose of not making the video too long. Very well. And so now we will put our hand in the self-heart formation because we want to continue to let this ego knows that we do not want to engage in any stories, any visuals. We want the mind to be still so that we can anchor ourselves into the I Self Supreme, so that the I Teacher within can rise up, and so that the I Soul can merge with the I Self called the Spirit as one unified self in this body. Yes? So put our hands in the center of our chest, and now we will close our eyes and we will say the vibration. The ah comes from the navel, from the belly. You want to push it out. We will also say this vibration 8 times. When you are on your own, you can say this for an hour and 2 hours, as long as you want. I just do this for time purpose. And then we will just keep the pace going. After ah, we will go and then we will end with the ah so yes. All right. So close eyes and let's begin. Inhale. Relax your shoulders. Inhale, relax your body. Exhale. And now inhale and exhale with a And remember to spiral the vibration around your body. Also, remember to still use that visualization of pulling the mind, the ego out of the head and bringing it into the void self to be purified and for light to be restored. Now we will do um Also hum. Also hum. Also hum. Also hum. Also hum. Also hum. So hum. Also hum. Also hum. Also hum. Also hum. So hum. Also hum. Also hum. Also hum. So hum. So hum. So hum. So hum. Hail, hail to the I Self Supreme Primal Light. Hail, hail to the I Self Supreme, the one, the only true light. Hail, hail to the I Self Supreme, the one and only true self. Hail, hail to the transparent light, the light throughout the ages, the light without beginning nor end. Know that the light that we have experienced and that we see illuminating this dream existence, the light that balances this dream existence, is the fragmented, fractal, shattered light. It is not the real. It has a beginning and an end. to this light that we see. And so when I say hail to the one true light, I am talking about the primal light, the light without beginning nor end. Much honor, much reverence to all the I and I selves. I bow to I in self, in light, and in truth. Thank you, thank you, thank you for joining the I. I am primal light. In this shattered, fragmented, fractal self, wearing this body in this form as Auset, Aten Ra. I am the Liberator, and I advocate for all selves. All souls are free, all selves are free. I am the daughter and the baby self of the I self, supreme, primal light self, in a shattered, fragmented self as Aten Ra. I am also the personal baby self of Ra, who is the replica self and is the world, is the creator of this world, Ra, who at the sunrise, Aten Ra awakes her for her light to illuminate the world. Aten Ra's sun is the sun that stays behind Ra, and now she's making her sun known. So everyone is seeing two suns. It's Aten Ra and Ra's sun. That has always been the two sun. Aten Ra balancing the world. Anything that Ra does when she goes to sleep, her lights get turned off, and Aten Ra lights remain the light that balances the world. This is her creation. Now when Ra awakes, she's in awareness. She knows what she's doing. Ra's mind, the consciousness that is the mind of the world, the supreme ego, Ra cannot control her mind. Her mind is wayward and rebellious. She wants you to know this. She cannot control her mind. When she goes to sleep, the ego, her mind, takes over the consciousness. She has no awareness of the things that she does. She wants you to know this so that you should only connect to yourself, soul. This is the only real in here. Everything else is a deception. Do not call on anything in this dream. It is designed to deceive you, the consciousness. So Ra wants you to know this. Ra's masculine self is Set, Allah, and Jesus. Allah is Tehudi. Jesus is Anubis. They are playing those roles. Set plays the role of the devil. So as you can see, you cannot trust anything in this dream. The mind is here tricking you. All right. So just remember this. Okay? All right. I give all of the I and I selves in form and formless. I return to my ultimate true state. Everything that I have created, I demolish. Everything that I have created, I demolish. I return to my ultimate true state. I am free from my imaginary bondage. I am free from my imaginary bondage. I transition from being to non-being. I transition from being to non-being. I move effortlessly with ease from this manifest self to the unmanifest. I move effortlessly with ease from manifest to unmanifest. I return to my ultimate true states. All is myself. I am one with all. All is the I Self Supreme Primal Light. The I Self Supreme Primal Light alone exists. The I Self Supreme Primal Light exists alone. And all of the I and I's must return back into the I Self Supreme Primal Light. Hail, hail to the I Self Supreme Primal Light, the one true light, the unmanifest. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'll see you at the next sunrise.